I'm Catherine Rogers, and I'm a member of the Abilene High Taffy chapter. I differentiated the lesson Money in the Bank. I would start after I gave instructions, which I would have up on the board as well as speaking them. I would make sure that my students understood the activity that we were about to do by letting them come up in their pairs and work the problems out on the board together. And then for the pairing of my students, I would pair the two gifted and talented students with 2 out of the 3 students that have learning disabilities. And I would allow the gifted and talented students, or I would ask them to think of ways to help their fellow classmates understand, so the classmates that they're working with. And that way, not only are they doing the activity, but it's pushing them. And then they can really use their Excel learning skills. For the third student with a learning disability, I would pair them with a classmate who likes to be helpful and who is always volunteering to do activities for the teacher or help them with stuff. And that's kind of a reward for them. Like now they can be helpful and they will be able to help the student with the learning disability kind of through the lesson. If they have any questions or they're struggling, then they can hop in and help them out. And then for the student with dyslexia, to adapt the lesson if she's struggling with reading the numbers, then I would give her a chart with the coins on it and dots of the amount, similar to like dice or a domino. And for my students that have ADHD, the 2 boys, I would give them an option of if they want to stand, if they want to sit on a yoga ball or one of those little bouncy things that go in the seat and are textured, or if they just want to sit in a regular chair. That way they feel like they have some freedom, but they're also able to let out some of their energy or move around. And then if they would like, they can use a fidget, but I prefer them not to fidget with the coins. So if they want to use a fidget spinner or a cube, putty, something of their own that calms them down, then they are welcome to do that. But again, if I see them fidgeting with the coins, I don't want them to lose them, so I would talk to them about that. And then it doesn't really say how they see the coin values, but I imagine that they would be like the coins with the number on it, unless they're to the understanding of they know that a dime is 10 cents. So if they do have the coins for everyone else, everyone would get the coins with the numbers on them, and then the student with dyslexia and maybe the ones with learning disabilities would have another way to see besides the numbers. And then at the end, for assessing and understanding if they got through the project, if they were having the right amount of coins, like the example says, 3 coins for 45 cents, then they're going to have to use, 45 cents, 3 coins. So they would have to figure out how to make that work. To check for understanding of that at the end of the class, if there was time, then I would allow some of them to come up as individuals instead of in a group to see if they now really understand. And if there wasn't time, I would be walking around during the lesson anyway, but at the end, I'd make sure to come to each student and check their work, make sure they're understanding it. If they're not understanding it, then asking them how we can make them better understand kind of the disconnect between what they're learning, and definitely assess that. I think that's pretty much it. That was all of the disabilities and adaptions that needed done. So thank you for watching.